तमन्ना मेरी लब पे आती है दुआ बनके तमन्ना मेरी। जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी। जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी। लब पे आती है दुआ बनके तमन्ना मेरी। हो मेरे दम से यूं ही मेरे वतन की जीना। हो मेरे दम से यूं ही मेरे वतन की जीना। जिस तरह फूल से होती है चमन की जीना। जिस तरह फूल से होती है चमन की जीना। जिंदगी हो मेरी परवान की सूरत या रब। जिंदगी हो मेरी परवान की सूरत या रब। इल्म की शम्मा से हो मुझको मोहब्बत या रब। इल्म की शम्मा से हो मुझको मोहब्बत या रब। ये मेरे अल्लाह बुराई से बचाना।
Hello, dear students. Welcome to the online mathematics classes in Al-Hafiz College, Ara. Today's lecture's content on the matrix theory of the group A of the first paper. At the first stage, we will study about transpose of matrix. Thereafter, we will study about the symmetry of matrix, and then we will study about the conjugate of a matrix. And at the last, we will see that what is the Hermitian and skew Hermitian of a matrix. Okay, let us start the lectures. First of all, the transpose of a matrix. What is the transpose of a matrix? If a given matrix any A of the order n by n, then by interchanging their corresponding rows and columns, that means rows interchanged by columns and columns interchanged by row, order becomes n by n, and this will be called the transpose of the matrix A, and it is denoted by the capital letter by A dash. Let us see that if A be any matrix A is equal to Aij of order n by n, then any matrix B Ji of order n by n in such a way that Bij is equal to Aj is known as transpose of the matrices. As for see example here, let's A be a matrix. In the first row, the element is 2, 3, 4, and in the second row, the element is 1, 5, 6. By interchanging, we see here that the 2, 3, 4 becomes in vertical line, and 1, 5, 6 also becomes in vertical line. That means here interchanging the rows into columns, and this becomes the transpose of the matrices. Okay, next, the theorems, some theorems on the transpose of matrix. Theorems first is, if any matrix is taken and find out their transpose, and again when we find the transpose of the matrix, then matrix becomes, does not change. It means matrix is itself. Here is A transpose of transpose is equal to A. Let A is a matrix of order Aij of the m by n order, and its transpose of the matrix will be n by m order. And again we find this transpose of A transpose, then is also order will be m by n, which is equal to the order of the matrix A. That means element of the ijth element of transpose of A dash transpose of A transpose of matrix A is equal to the element of the transpose of the matrix A dash. That means element of ij of A. Obviously the matrices transpose of a transpose matrix and matrix A are comparable here because of they are of the same order, and hence therefore it will be equal to transpose of matrix A is equal to itself matrices. And next will be theorem number 2 on this transpose of matrix. Is if the transpose of the sum of the two matrices can be written as a sum of their separately transpose of their matrices, where A and B must be comparable matrix, that means of the same order. For the proof, let us see that A be the matrix Aij and B also the matrix Bij, the two matrices of the same order m by n. Obviously we can find the sum of their matrix A plus B will be exist because of the same order. Consequently, we see that A sum of the matrix A plus B and finding their transpose, it will be the order of n by m. And now transpose of A, transpose of B, both are order of n by m, and therefore transpose of A, transpose of A, transpose of B, transpose of A plus transpose of B will be also exist of the order n by m. Thus the matrices sum of the transpose of their sum of the matrix n b and their sum of the transpose separately, sum of the separate transpose of their matrix A and B there will be the same order. In this way ijth element of A plus B transpose will be equal to the ji element of the sum of the matrix A plus B, and from this the element of A is Aij and element of B is Bji, and from this is the ji element of A, ji element of B, means ijth element of A dash plus B dash. Hence here we see here that a sum of their order of the transpose of the sum of A plus B is the order of their A transpose plus B transpose. Now next, symmetric matrix. What is the symmetric matrix? A square matrix which is A transpose is equal to A, where a symmetric matrix provided Aij is equal to Aji. That means if we find the transpose of matrix A and its value does not change the matrices, it becomes the symmetric matrix. As for example, you see here that A is equal to AHG and HBG and GFC. After finding the transpose, you will get also the same matrix in the order of A, H, G, H, B and F and G, F and C, you will get same matrices. Therefore this matrix called symmetric matrix. And now therefore some skew symmetric matrix, skew symmetric matrix. For the skew symmetric matrix, after getting the transpose of any matrix, it's become the negative of that matrices. That means A transpose of A is equal to minus of A. And in this case, skew symmetric matrix, provided the element Aij is equal to minus Aj I for all values of I and j. Let's see example 0 1 minus 3 and minus 1 0 5 and 3 minus 5. If you find the transpose of this matrix, you will get u 0 1 minus 3 and minus 1 0 5 and 3 minus 5 and 0. Then if you find the transpose and negative sign taken out common, you will get is equal to minus of transpose A. Okay, this is called as skew symmetric matrix. And in skew symmetric matrix, a special property here arises that Aij is equal to minus of Aj I. And from this you will get, for equal values of I and j, I is equal to 0. That means all the diagonal elements of the in a skew symmetric matrix becomes 0. It must be necessary 0. In a skew symmetric matrices, all the diagonal elements of the matrix will be 0. Now the next, the theorems on this skew and symmetric matrix and skew symmetric matrix, that any matrix can be uniquely expressed with the sum of the symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. For let's see example that proof here. Let A be an A square matrix, and A can be written as half A plus half A, and again we add the transpose of A with the A and minus of transpose of A with the next term. Therefore you can write this is A plus A transpose, then it will be equal to A transpose plus transpose of a transpose matrix, and the properties of transpose of a matrix is becomes the equal of A and A plus A transpose. Okay, now similarly A minus A dash will be also becomes equal to this matrices. And negative sign, this is skew symmetric, this is skew symmetric matrices, and this will becomes the symmetric matrix. And now if we let this portion is P and this portion is Q, then you see here that the value of A is P plus Q. Okay, the value of A is P plus Q. This prove that any matrix A can be uniquely expressed as the sum of two symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. Hence this is the theorems proved here. Now the next is if any matrix A is skew symmetric matrix, their product of A and transpose of A is equal to their reverse order product. For this, A transpose equal to minus of A, and pre-multiplying both sides you will get this value, and after post multiplying the sides, both sides by A, you will get the equation third. And from second and third, these two you can see there that these are the equivalent. This also shows that this symmetric matrices are here shown that A into transpose of A and A transpose of A into A are symmetric matrices. Therefore, from equation 2 and 3, we will get minus A square is a also symmetric matrices. Okay. Now the next is conjugate of a matrix. What is the conjugate of a matrix? Any matrix is replacing by its conjugate elements. Then it becomes the conjugate of A and is denoted by A bar. For example, A be any matrix, and finding the conjugate of their corresponding element, that means it is the complex number. This becomes 1 plus I, 3 plus I, and this is called conjugate matrix. Conjugate transpose of matrix. Conjugate transpose of matrix is called conjugate transpose is of matrix if we take the transpose of the conjugate of matrix. That means first of all we find the conjugate matrix, and thereafter we will find the transpose of that matrix, and then it becomes the conjugate of a matrix, and it is denoted by A asterisk. This is called conjugate transpose of a matrices. Okay, next Hermitian of matrix. A square matrix is said to be Hermitian matrix if its conjugate transpose is equal to the matrix. If we find the conjugate transpose, then it becomes the same matrix, which is called Hermitian matrix. That means A asterisk becomes to the A. Conjugate transpose is equal to A. As for example, A is equal to this matrices. If you find their conjugate and transpose this, you will get the same matrix. It means conjugate transpose becomes to itself again in matrix A. Now for the case of skew symmetric matrices becomes the same idea, but a negative sign taken out the matrix A. That means a negative sign is multiplied in the matrix A. If you find the conjugate transpose of matrix and we will the negative of the matrix A, then it becomes the skew symmetric matrices. That means Aij is equal to minus of Aj. For this example, you will see here, if you find the conjugate transpose of this matrix and taken out negative common from each element, you will get the negative of the matrix A. Okay, now the next question is theorem on the Hermitian matrices. The conjugate transpose of A and B is equal to conjugate transpose of A plus conjugate transpose of B. This is the very important theorem. You will apply this theorem in solving the many type of problem very easily. A plus B asterisk is equal to A plus B bar dash. That means conjugate transpose is conjugate transpose, and we take the separately conjugate of the matrix A plus conjugate of the matrix B, and then find the transpose. After taking the separately value by the property, this property, we will use this property. This becomes equal to A asterisk plus B asterisk. Okay. Now for the theorem number 2, if A and B are any two matrices conformable for the multiplication, which is very noticeable here, the matrix will be multiplication order. That means multiply can be exist between the matrix A and B. Then AB asterisk is equal to B asterisk into A asterisk. Reverse law for transpose conjugate. This is also called the reverse law for transpose conjugate. Reverse law for transpose conjugate. So already AB transpose AB asterisk is equal to AB bar transpose B bar transpose B transpose bar A transpose bar is equal to B transpose bar into A transpose bar. Now it becomes B asterisk. This is called B asterisk, and this is called A asterisk. And this proves the AB asterisk is equal to B asterisk into A asterisk. generalization of the above rule, it becomes if a number of matrix is given and find the multiplication and aesthetic multiplication, conjugate transpose, then there can be uniquely expressed as L asterisk, K asterisk, C asterisk, B asterisk. That means it is multiplication from the last matrix, multiplication in the conjugate transpose from the last matrices. This is property used by the above theorem number 2, we can easily prove. Okay, now next theorems on Hermitian matrices is for the diagonal elements of the Hermitian matrix must be necessarily real. It is the proper condition for the Hermitian matrices. How it will be shown that let A be a matrix of order n by n, and we have Aij is equal to Aji. We take the value of I and j both from 1 to n. It is very noticeable here that the value x, I and j, it starts from 1 to n. For diagonal elements, we have Aii is equal to Aii bar, any conjugate of the element, same number of row and same number of column. Now let Aii is equal to alpha plus I beta. This is the element. Alpha plus I beta is a complex number where alpha and beta are being real, and Aii bar becomes alpha minus I beta. Therefore, these two taking the equal value from the above rules applied, you see that alpha plus I beta is equal to alpha minus I beta. By taking the cancel alpha I beta and minus I beta, cancel from the both left and right side, you will get the alpha is cancelled. You will get the I beta, 2I beta plus I beta plus I beta, 2I beta is equal to 0. That means beta is equal to 0. The value of beta becomes 0. That means the imaginary part becomes 0. And if the imaginary part of the complex number becomes 0, then it will be purely real number. And here I is alpha, it will be purely real number. Okay. Thank you. See you in the next class.